very good morning to one and all. It is now 11 a.m. in the morning on this 11th day of February 2023, and to introduce my video, I'm this side of the Central Pier on the beach. Now, to help me make this introduction, I can show you three donkeys that we know well. Yes, the handler here with the donkeys are on parade awaiting visitors today. That's Blossom on the end and Marley in the middle. Now, thank you very much to one and all who have viewed my videos that I uploaded earlier this week. Thank you very much. And to all the businesses that allowed me to make them. Now, in the background there, right at water's edge, incredibly enough, there's about 20 teenagers, all stripped down to the waist, and they're running in and out of the sea. There's Blackpool Tower and the North Pier. So I again thank all the viewers for what you've done this week and forever and ever. A view of the beach. There's sea life over there and Madame Tussauds. And again, our view of these three very well-known donkeys. Yes, we know them very well. There's Blossom and the other two as well with the handler. So I do hope you enjoy this week's video. Thank you. Here it is. This is your week's video. A very good afternoon to one and all. Now, it's Thursday now, the 9th of February, and it's 2:30 p.m. Now, I have returned into the town and we're outside the Holiday Inn. I'm just going to show you their lettering and motive. Now, what's happened is, regular viewers will know that I've already uploaded a video today onto YouTube for the Thursday, but the weather here today is so good that I've ventured back into the town so as we can carry out our once a week visit to this build of the Holiday Inn. It's a glorious afternoon. Look at that blue sky, and the temperature is now in two figures. In fact, when I arrived home earlier to upload that video, I had to take off one of my layers of clothing because I was so warm. We are now at a very safe viewing area when we go around this build of the Holiday Inn. There's the Sainsbury's store there. Now today I'm so pleased because yes, there's something going on which I can show you. In front is a mound of stone. Now, past there, at the back of those stones, there is a vehicle with some contractors on. Now, I'm going to tell you what they are doing when we arrive at our next viewing area. And we have arrived at our next viewing area. That's Blackpool North Railway Station. And if I turn the camera around and walk carefully across, we will find ourselves at the gates that look into the build of the underpass. Now, what's happening today, and I'm very pleased it is because, as you know, 95% of the work now is finished outside. So when anything new happens, I'm very pleased. On the roof, on the actual roof of the underpass, we have contractors today who are waterproofing that. Now, when they've finished waterproofing, they will put stone over that. And after that procedure, what happens is work then recommences inside and outside of the underpass itself. So again, we have contractors working hard today waterproofing the roof of the actual underpass. Then they will lay stone over that, and then work recommences inside and outside of the underpass. So I do hope that you found that interesting. I did, and I was so pleased to show it because, as said, all the other work, 95%, all finished. We will move on now to our next viewing area with a final look inside of the underpass. Now we are right round the other side of the build now. There's the big store of Sainsbury's there. Now I'm using this view today just to show you, or try to show you, the vehicles that are involved with the contractors of waterproofing the roof of that underpass. There we are, they're straight in front of you now. The vehicles involved in the waterproofing of the roof of the underpass. Oh look, that's great. We can just catch the hoist. Just catch the hoist on the move, because it's adjacent to where we were previously. There we are, a good little clip this. Oh, this is another piece of luck. In front is a very well-known contractor that we see often, and he's in his telehandler, and he's just taking this necessary storage file into our secondary viewing area. There we are, he's safely in now, and I can show you through these open gates now that powerhouse. Yes, this will control all the power that is needed in the Holiday Inn itself. And down there, I can stand adjacent to these gates. Down there, oh yes, an awful lot going on down there. It looks like they're levelling the ground off, because just past there is the actual tram station. We are now outside the gates of our principal viewing area. Now today I'm ever so pleased with this visit. Oh look, here comes our well-known contractor in his telehandler again, and he has more equipment. He has more equipment needed in our secondary viewing area. I think this is all for that powerhouse. Here he comes out again. Oh, that's marvellous. Yes, as I was saying, this is our principal viewing area, and today we have seen and heard of all the news about the underpass. The ceiling is being waterproofed and stoned. And then we see the hoist on the move, and we see our friendly contractor in his telehandler. And now I can show you some builders there, some contractors there, on that cradle, on that facade there. And with this view of those contractors on that cradle, this will complete our visit today to the build of the Holiday Inn. And we will see one and all next week. It is time now on this Friday to pay our weekly visit to the build of the Wilco store and the cinema complex. And here we can see one of the very long cradles on its way down to ground level. And from this view here also, I can show you other contractors at work on that cradle there, and please notice underneath that cradle the fixing and placing of the outside cladding. And this is going to look very smart and sharp indeed. That's right in front of you now. Now just moving a couple of paces to my right, I'll just show you where we've come from. That's where we have just come from. So simply crossing the road, I can show you now another set of contractors on the work here. Now what they're doing is they are strengthening and placing support on that white sheeting there for the placing of cladding. Yes, that's what's happening here. Can you see that black felt that's just dropped down? Well, that will be placed on there, I believe, to support. There we are, you can see him placing it now, hopefully. And they're putting rivets in to strengthen and hold for the placing of that cladding. So we've started off our tour this week from these two views here. So now I'm going to take you to our principal viewing area of this build. I'm just going to stop from going straight away down to our principal viewing area just to show you again what's happening here. And yes, we have several cradles in operation today, but look, underneath that one there, I'm just going to show you again the placing of that cladding. And adjacent to that, we have other contractors placing these necessary, shall we say, fixings to support all that cladding. So now we will make it down, hopefully, to our principal viewing area. And just in front of that principal viewing area, we can see this cradle on the move, and that contractor there working on that mast climber that goes right to the top of the build. Well, yes, we are now outside the gates of our principal viewing area of this build of the cinema complex and the Wilco store. I'm going to take you right to the top because again, two very long cradles in operation today. Now then, what they're doing up there is insulation. I believe we see it arrive last week. I believe this is what's happening, the placing of insulation on the actual roof. Another side view of that contractor there. He's adjacent to that mast climber and on the cradle. He's attending to, I believe, fixings, preparing for the cladding. Just going to walk you as close as I can to the gates to show you inside, and you will notice again all that concreting job that was done. This was all tarmacked over. White tarmac was used. They will be back, obviously, when this project is finished, to level it all off and make it look nice. So there we are. That's our weekly visit to this build. We started off from where we usually finish because I had the opportunity of catching all those contractors at work on the cradle. So we will see one and all here at the build next week. A very good morning to one and all. It is Saturday now, the 11th day of February 2023. I'm just crossing the road here because I'm right opposite the Iceland store. Now I need an early start today because I'm hoping to do quite a bit. So first of all, I'm going to take you around the corner here to show you what has happened at the exciting build of this new home for the Work and Pensions Office. Yes, lots of changes here since our last visit. Mainly, you can see that now the security boarding has been placed up. This is to protect the general public, health and safety, and also for the build security wise. Now, there is this area here with the gates that maybe I can bring you views every now and again of this exciting project. It's Saturday now, so there's no one here, and I'm going to show you the views of all the heavy plant machinery here. Now, the area you're looking at was the old car park. And as far as you can see down there, that's the extent to the build for the Work and Pensions Office. And right across there as well. So as said, every now and again we will make a visit here to show the progress. And as you can see, all the security boarding, as I call it, all placed right the way down there. It is very nearly 9 a.m. in the morning on this Saturday, and I find myself on the Promenade. Turning around, you will see the wedding chapel, the very well-known wedding chapel of Blackpool, which incorporates the tourist information centre as well. Now, I'm just going to show you this here before we go into the information centre. I know it's early, I know it's only February, but you may be interested in this. The first information about this year's firework championship. It's going to be held, as you can see, the 16th and 30th of September and the 20th of October this year. Now, the countries that are taking part, they have not announced yet. The people organising this have not announced the names of the country, but most importantly, you have the dates. Now, we're just going to go into this tourist information centre here, as I would like to show you this. Now, upstairs is a very nice and impressive wedding chapel. Oh, there we are at the desk, one of the colleagues of the information centre.
Good morning.
Very good morning to you, thank you. And the way. Now, this is what I would like to show you. Not tomorrow Sunday, but Sunday week on the 19th of February, the wedding chapel have their open day. Now, I'm told they have new furniture up there. And also they've attended to other items as well. So if you're here next Sunday, the 19th of February, please pop in and see the wedding chapel. Now, our next stop is opposite the new arcade, Blackpool Amusements. Now, I'm not going to spend too long over this. There's a little message for you. Now, as you know, I covered this from the outside. I have asked the management and the owners of the company if I could make an internal video. Now, they were very nice to me, very, very nice to me, but their wishes are that no internal videos to take place. This is what they tell me. Now, I know what you're going to say, that other vloggers of all grades have internal viewings of this amusement arcade. Well, I can't control that, and I pointed this out to the management of Blackpool Amusements. They also said they cannot control that either. However, I must make it clear, this channel never goes anywhere that we are not either invited or we are welcomed. So there'll be nothing covered from here, from this new amusement arcade. Just to close this visit down, I must impress on you, you will see on social media probably lots of internal views, but they were unauthorised and unwelcomed. I can tell you that. We are now at the side entrance of Coral Island, and to my left is the Promenade. Now I'm just going to show you these up-to-date views of the once very popular open-air street market. It's been tidied up a lot since we were last here. Yes, and that was where all the market stalls were. Now, moving away from there, we can now see this huge car park. Now, I'd like to explain, in the background there is the new building of the new car park. Now all the cars here on this car park, this space is required for the new build of this leisure and entertainment centre, this huge project which is going to be undertaken. So there we are, there's where the market used to be, the street market, and I'm on this car park at the moment which is being used. However, it is needed for that new build, and again a view in the background of the new car park. We are back right on the Promenade, and I'm very pleased to bring you this view here. Look, it's of a heritage tram. This 11th day of February, that's not bad, is it? Not quite the middle of February, yet there are still coastal tours available on these heritage trams. Yes, this seaside town of Blackpool, it never closes. And we can just capture this heritage tram now on its duty of the coastal tour. Now, to close this video up for this week completely, just show you where I am. Look, there's sea life over there. I'm just going to show you what the tide has left on the steps of the Promenade. Look at all of this, and further along here, a nice piece of wood this, just coming into view. There we are, that long piece on the steps there. And around here, this item here that has been kindly left, a little present from the Irish Sea. So I thank one and all for viewing this video and the others during the week, and I will see you all next week. Bye bye now. Bye bye.